welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack Basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here, here in St. Mary's, as a matter of fact, as we are getting ready for some Lumberjack basketball here on KOFE 1240 in St. Mary's. Lumberjack boys at the Lapway Wildcats tonight. And, the reason we are here in St. Mary's is because Lapway does not have very good cell service, and they're also kind of sketchy on the internet service and stuff like that in their gym. So we are going to attempt, once again, a remote broadcast of said game tonight. We have the YouTube stream from Lapway pulled up on our screen, and the JV game currently going on. JV boys trail by a score of, I think it's 39-28 was the last score I seen on the scoreboard. So we'll get you an update on that as soon as we get another view of the scoreboard. 39-28. The JV boys trail Lapway in the JV action. It is currently in the fourth period of play. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break with a word from our sponsors, then we'll be back with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
When it comes to a P1FCU personal signature loan, we're all about understanding what makes you, you. We can help you finance your education, that big move, or even your next big adventure. You have your reason, we have your loan. Get started today at p1fcu.org/u. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. All loans are subject to P1FCU membership, credit approval, and other underwriting criteria.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street
home, shop, you need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising effort and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
Some people select their grocery items with an eye on every cent they spend. Some people don't. But if you don't happen to be a millionaire, you'll appreciate Archie's IGA. At Archie's IGA, prices are always lower. You might even say significantly lower. Archie's quality and selection is consistently better, and put them together and you get a greater satisfaction in meats, produce, baked goods. Find out for yourself the difference shopping at Archie's IGA makes. Do it today. That's Archie's IGA, your hometown proud grocer.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. and they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's. And we are back. Tim Parrish here, ready for some Lumberjack basketball action on 1240 KOFE St. Mary's as your Lumberjacks are in Lapwai, Idaho to take on the Lapwai Wildcats in a non-league but very highly anticipated game of the week, pretty much. So we're going to see how things go here as we are going to be doing this game remotely from our studio in St. Mary's. And the bad thing is I was hoping that the Lapwai stream would have some crowd noise from their stream that they have, but they don't really have the crowd noise or the floor noise, so we don't have that perspective. We're going to see if we can't get something going here as the varsity game will get underway, but we'll have to see how that plays out. In any case, taking a look at the 2A Central Idaho League, your St. Mary's Lumberjacks are atop of that conference with a 13-2 overall record, 2-0 in league play. Their last game was a win over Priest River, 73-50. That was on the 1st of February. A couple of games got canceled/postponed last week due to school closing on Thursday and Friday. So those were some games last week that did not happen. The Lumberjack boys, 4th in the power rankings for idahosports.com. The Grangeville Bulldogs sit with a 2-12 record. They are 2-2 overall. They lost to St. Mary's on 49-38. They are 20th in the power rankings, and they will be at Prairie on the 8th, which is tonight. The Orofino Maniacs, 6-4 in league, or 6-4 overall, 0-2 in league play. They beat Deary 53-24 on the 4th. They will be hosting St. Mary's on the 11th of this month, and they're 15th in the power rankings. They are on a 5-game win streak. Taking a look at those power rankings, the power rankings for Idaho sports look like this. Valley is at number 1 with a 13-6 record. Ambrose, number 2 with a 16-3 record. Melba at number 3 with a 16-2 record. St. Mary's at number 4 with a 13-2 record. And North Fremont, the Huskies, number 5 with a 15-2 record. In the coaches poll, it is North Fremont, Ambrose, Melba, St. Mary's, and Ryrie is your top 5. And in the Max Preps rankings, which is what will be used to seed the state tournament, right now the top 5 is North Fremont, St. Mary's, Westside, Melba, and Ambrose in number 5. Just as a side note, the Lumberjacks are ranked 15th in the state of Idaho on maxpreps.com. That's a look at your standings and your rankings. We'll take another break and be back with more of the Potlatch number 1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimmies, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at 8th in our block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting
tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
And we are back here as we are getting set with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as Lumberjack varsity boys are set to take on the Lapway Wildcats in Lapway. JV boys currently underway, and they are in the fourth quarter. Last score I seen, the JV boys, I don't think it actually scored in the second half yet. It was 39 or 40 to 28, still waiting to see what the scoreboard shows here in just a minute. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as we wait to get an update on that score. 47-28, Lumberjack JV boys trail the Lapway Wildcats. So the Lumberjack boys varsity, they are on an 8-game winning streak coming into tonight's matchup with the Lapway Wildcats. They would like to do a couple of things tonight. They would like to make it a 9-game win streak and give the Lapway Wildcats their first loss in over a year. The Wildcats last lost a game February 5th, 2021. They lost to Genesee 60-55. After that loss, they went on to beat the Lumberjacks 75-66 in the following game to that loss, and then they beat 27 other teams, including the Lumberjacks this season 59-53. Last season, the Lumberjacks were able to end the Lakeside Night win streak. So they were hoping to maybe end that win streak for Lapway tonight. It won't be easy, though, as the Wildcats are loaded with talent. Lumberjacks are one of only 2 teams, though, that have kept the point differential below 10 points against the Wildcats of Lapway. The other team that did so was Coeur d'Alene, which is a 5A school. The Wildcats, on average, they outscore their opponents by 35 points. We'll go ahead and take another break. We'll be back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professional?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Idaho knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Idaho needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community stable and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years' experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Tim Parrish here as we get set for Lumberjack basketball. Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here on KOFE. JV boys end up falling to the Lapwai Wildcats by a score of 49-28. Varsity boys now out on the court warming up as they get ready to take on the Lapwai Wildcats. The Lumberjacks, they played the Wildcats in the second game of the season. And obviously, both teams have improved since that time. In the last meeting, the Lumberjacks shot just 33% from the field, while Lapwai shot 41%. That really is the only stat that really stands out or stood out of that game, as the rest of the stats were fairly even everywhere else. In fact, both teams took exactly 49 shots. So that field goal percentage right there makes a big difference in the outcome of the game. The Lumberjacks had two players in double figures in that game. Tristan Gentry scored 19, and Grayson Sands had 14 points. I do believe this game's going to be a really good game, and see if Lumberjacks can shoot a little bit better than 33% from the field in this game, and maybe keep the Wildcats from shooting 41%. So that'll be one of the keys here for St. Mary's as far as slowing down the Lapwai attack for tonight's matchup. Once again, we are going to take a quick break as teams are warming up out on the floor. Lumberjacks at Lapwai, and this is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and
Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees, lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull infused or Lotus energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind opens 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekend. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary. Looking for something different and fast for lunch? Been a long day and don't feel like cooking dinner? Pick up a hot and fresh meal from Hot Meats on the Streets, located at 29 Homer Drive in St. Mary's, next to Harvest Food. Hot Meats on the Street specializes in hot sandwiches. Try delicious French dip or Hot Meats Reuben. If spicy is what you desire, you can test your taste buds with a Fill the Reaper sandwich with sliced beef and fire hot sauce. Hot Meats on the Streets, open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday at 29 Homer Drive, St. Mary. There are two ways a home handyman can save money. First, you can build it, fix it, or remodel it yourself. Second, get your supplies at 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber is the place with 50 carloads of building supplies to choose from. Plywood, paneling, molding, fixtures, roofing, block and brick, hardware, power tools and paint, and a whole lot more. If you have a project in mind, see 10th Street Lumber. You don't even have to buy anything, but when you see their savings, you will. That's 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary. Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The Securities and Advisory Services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. As winter drags on, you still need to stay warm and keep your animals fed. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's has all of those needs and more covered. You can stop by Triple X Feeds and pick up wood pellets for your pellet stove and pet food for your indoor or outdoor critters. Also, as spring grows closer, that means 4-H season. If you have a 4-H member in your household that raises turkeys or chickens, talk to Triple X Feeds about getting your 4-H project. Triple X Feed in St. Mary.
And we are back with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here on KOFE 1240 in St. Mary's. Just a little bit of a heads up for you that are tuning in. It might be semi-hard for me to catch the numbers on the Lapway Wildcats, as they have white jerseys with like a powder bluish colored number, and they're kind of hard to see. So we will do the best we can as far as getting the names out there for the Lapway Wildcat players, but it may be a tad difficult time. We are just under 8 minutes till the opening ceremonies and the tip-off. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Lapway Wildcats. The Wildcats, 1A D1, coming into this game with a 19-0 record. They are first in the power rankings for 1A D1 on idahosports.com. Their head coach is Zach Eastman. They are averaging 83 points per game, while their defense allows just 48 points per game. For the Lumberjacks, they average 58 points per game. They only allow 43 points per game to their opponents. The Wildcats, though, they are dominating the North this year in the 1A District 1 and every other classification just about. They have beat teams throughout the classification levels here in the North. They've also played a couple of games, I think, in some tournaments down south. They are 19-0. They have 28 straight wins going back to last year. Their last loss, like I mentioned earlier, was to Genesee 60-55. That was on February 5th of 2021. The Wildcats have two players that average over 20 points per game. Titus Yearout, he averages 24 points per game. He is actually committed to play at the University of Idaho. Case Wynot, he is just a sophomore. He averages 23 points per game for the Wildcats. The Wildcats are the defending 1A D1 state champions from last year, and they are the clear favorite to repeat that this year. In Idaho Sports Power Rankings, the Wildcats are ranked number 1. On Max Preps for 1A D1, they are also ranked number 1, and they are actually ranked number 2 in the state of Idaho in all classifications on the Max Preps website. So they are a very solid team. They have beat 5A schools Coeur d'Alene and Lewiston. They have beat St. Mary's Lumberjacks once. They have beat a bunch of other teams as well. Like I said, they played St. Mary's earlier this year. They beat St. Mary's only by 6 points here in St. Mary's, 59-53, and that is the lowest score and the closest out of any game that Lapwai has played this season. The team leaders points per game, Titus Yearout with 24. Rebounds, Elias Ellenwood has 9 rebounds per game. Titus Yearout leads in assists with 5 per game. Titus Yearout also leads in steals per game with 3. And Elias Ellenwood averages 4 blocks per game for the Wildcats. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off.
Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket, 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Stop by today. Duke Ross Trucking in St. Mary's is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lumberjack Sports Action. Duke Ross Trucking wants to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season. And remember to play hard, leave it all on the court, and most of all, show great sportsmanship in victory and in defeat. No matter the outcome, we're proud of you. And as always, go Lumberjacks! Heidi Lounsbury of St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering Company invites you to come in for a nice breakfast or lunch. St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering is open 7 days a week, 4 a.m. to 3 p.m. weekdays, and 3 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the weekend. For breakfast, try the Slumgolian or more traditional biscuits and gravy. If it's lunch you desire, Heidi's has plenty of sandwiches to choose from, or Bud's Big Burger on Mondays and Wednesdays. That's Heidi's St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering, located at 1117 Main Avenue, Suite 1 in St. Mary's.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
And we are back with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off as the Lumberjack boys get set to take on the Lapwai Wildcats in Lapwai. And an update out of Orofino as the Lumberjack girls trail Grangeville trail Orofino 56-12 late in that contest. The winner of that game will be headed on to take on Grangeville. The loser will be headed home or getting to get ready for softball season. And currently the Lumberjack girls trail in that game 56-12. The Lumberjacks, they will have their hands full tonight against the Lapwai Wildcats. This matchup with the Wildcats, the Lumberjacks will have to play some of their best ball in order to stay with the Wildcats. I know they played them pretty close in the first game of the season, but the Wildcats have just continuously gotten better throughout their season, and Lumberjacks have as well. But I still believe that St. Mary's is going to have to play some pretty good basketball to keep up with the Wildcats. The Wildcats are red hot. They can shoot from outside. They can work the ball inside. They've got guys, you cannot let them set 3 to 4 feet outside the arc for three-pointers because they will take them and they will knock them down. They can shoot from the NBA length three-point shot. So you cannot give them too much room outside, and they will work on the inside as well. So They are a very, very tough team. The Wildcats do not want to see their winning streak end tonight, and they definitely don't want it to end on their home court. One key for St. Mary's will not to be not to let the Wildcats get out and run in too many fast breaks. They love to get those fast break opportunities. I've watched a few of their game highlights and stuff. They get a lot of dunks on their fast breaks. They really get the crowd into it, and they are good at doing it. So the Lumberjacks are going to have to keep the Wildcats from running that fast break and being able to score in transition, and St. Mary's is going to want to slow things down. They will want to try to keep Titus Year out in case why not from scoring too many points as well. If they get going and get hot, it's going to be tough for the Lumberjacks to slow them down. Titus had 27 points the last time St. Mary's played. Case why not had 14. If you can keep those guys below 20 points apiece, you have a chance to beat them. The Lumberjacks and the Vikings are the only two teams to lose by less than 10. St. Mary's lost by 6, and Coeur d'Alene lost by 8. The Lumberjacks are also one of the only teams to hold Lapwai below 60 points. Even though it was only by 1 point, it was still below 60 this season. So if there's going to be a team that can maybe give the Wildcats their first loss of the year, maybe it's these Lumberjacks here as the and we should be back as we had a little issue there. And we are just now getting set for the starting lineups. So we'll get you those as well as they start to introduce both teams for the Lumberjacks. Of course, visiting, they will be the first team announced on the floor. And we'll try to catch who those starters are for the Lumberjacks. So our first starter for St. Mary's will be number 0, Tristan Gentry, of course, Tristan Gentry Nelson. It will be the number 1 of Grayson Sands. It'll be the number 3 of Coleman Ross. It'll be the number 15, it does appear, hard to see the jersey numbers for St. Mary's, of Sean Elliott. And the number 44 of Colby Renner. See if I can see the lineup for the Lapwai. It looks that's typically for Lapwai. It is typically number 1 Terrell Ellenwoods Jones, number 2 Titus Yearout, number 3 Cross Taylor, number 23, actually number 51 Case Wynot, and number 34 Alexander Ellenwood. So we will verify that as they start to announce their starters out on the floor for the Lapwai Wildcats. Once again, these jersey numbers kind of hard to see, but that is Terrell Ellenwoods Jones, number 1. Number 2, of course, Titus Yearout, the next starter. Next starter for the Wildcat, it is number, I can tell he gets down here, number 3, Cross Taylor. Next starter for the Wildcat number 34, number 24, Alias Year Out, and number 51, Case Why Not. So the starters are set for the game. And Lumberjacks in their green, they will be going left to right on your radio dial. The Wildcats in their white with powder blue will be going right to left. It'll be Tristan Gentry at midcourt. He is going up against the number 51, I believe, of Case Why Not. Actually, I think it's number 34 of Alias. I'll get a look on that back of that jersey number as soon as I can. The opening tip controlled by the Wildcats, and it is number 34, Ellenwood. The Wildcats have the ball. Working it around the top of the key. It is out to Year Out. Year Out backs it up. He's guarded by Grayson Sands. He's by the midcourt logo. Takes it to the right side of the floor. Going to drive down to the baseline. Oh, slips, and that's going to be a travel as he rolled across the floor. He lost his footing and slid all the way down. That's a travel on the Wildcats. St. Mary's will get the ball after the turnover on Lapway. And controlling the ball is Gentry, Tristan Nelson. He's going to have the ball. He hands it off to Renner. Renner back to Nelson. Now out the top near the midcourt logo to Grayson Sands. Sands works it over to Ross. Ross, right wing. He's going to take it to the free throw line. Kicks it back out to Elliott. Elliott working left side. Lumberjacks being slow and methodical. Back over to Sands. Sands right wing. Grayson Sands going to drive. Kicks it out to Nelson, left wing or corner. When Nelson's going to drive. Shot is up and good. Lumberjacks strike first over the Wildcats. It is 2-0 in favor of St. Mary's. It is Titus Year Out with the ball up top. He's going to drive the left side. Flips the shot up. No good. Offensive rebound, though, for the Wildcats. Wildcats will reset. It's Ellenwood. Gets it out to the top to Year Out. Year Out swings it to the right to, not Year Out, who has it now. That was Ellenwood Jones. Now back to Jones. Going to drive. Shot is up. No good. Rebound to Coleman Ross. Lumberjacks bring it the other way down to the corner. That is Elliott. Now they back it up to Ross. Ross working on the left side of the floor. He's going to still work that left side. Picks up his dribble. Goes to Renner. Renner couldn't quite pull it in, but backing him up was Sands. Sands with the ball. Sands going to pull up for the three. It's going to be in and out. No good. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. Coming back the other way. Wildcats working right side. I believe that might be Year Out. Year Out drives, count the bucket and the foul. I think the foul goes against Coleman Ross. No, actually, no bucket. The foul was on the floor. And the Lumberjacks get a turnover. Gentry takes it the other way, puts it up and good. And St. Mary's up by 4. Going to get a three-point shot on the way, though. That one is up by Why Not. It is up and good, I believe, for three-point range. Lumberjacks have a small lead. They get the ball out to Sean Elliott. Elliott misses the three. The ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by St. Mary's. Possession will stay with or go to the Wildcats. It is 3-4. Lumberjacks lead by 1. Looking to the low post. That's Year Out. Works his way around Ross and puts it up and good. Lead change as it is now 5-4 Lumberjacks trail. Bringing it down the floor is Gentry. He's going to pick up his dribble, guarded closely by Year Out. Can't find anybody to go to. He's going to go to Gentry, and we're going to get a 5-second, I guess, turnover there, as Gentry couldn't get rid of the ball fast enough as he was guarded, closely guarded, I guess. There's a 5-second rule there. Lumberjacks going to have a substitution. Tyler Renner comes in for the Lumberjacks. I'm trying to see who went out for St. Mary's. Going to get a three-point shot on the way. It is good. I think that was Case Why Not. Not sure who went out for the Lumberjacks. Thought it might have been Gentry. No, Gentry just put up a shot. It was no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Wildcats. It was Colby Renner that came out. Ball gets deflected out of bounds by Lapway. Ball stays with Lumberjacks. St. Mary's trails 5-4. Going to get it to Tyler Renner. He's going to drive, puts the shot up, won't go. Rebound's going to go out of bounds this time. Last touch by St. Mary's. I think it was Tristan Gentry Nelson trying to get the rebound and put it back up. Couldn't get it. Goes out of bounds off of him. The Wildcats have the ball. 4:25 to go, and it's 8-4. Wildcats lead by 4. Going to get a three-point shot all the way by Wynot. That one's no good. Ball tipped around. Nelson with the rebound for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's the other way. Going to look down to Elliott. Elliott has to save it back in bounds. It's going to be a turnover on St. Mary's. They save it back into the Wildcats. Coming the other way. Shot wild. No good. Rebound to Ross. St. Mary's the other way, but the Lumberjacks turn the ball over. Driving. No look pass. Ball stripped out of the hands. Ball is loose. Three-point shot away from the corner. It is up and good. And that one, I'm not sure who made it. It might have been Terrell Ellenwoods-Jones. Timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. Colby Renner going to check back in, and it is 11-4. Lumberjacks trail. Will be back.
When it comes to a P1 FCU personal signature loan, we're all about understanding what makes you, well, you. We can help you finance your education, that big move, or even your next big adventure. You have your reason, we have your loan. Get started today at p1fcu.org/you. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. All loans are subject to P1 FCU membership, credit approval, and other underwriting criteria.
Lumberjacks started off with the early lead in this one, but the Wildcats have been in control since. It is 11-4 in favor of the Wildcats. Trying to see who the substitution was, as who went out for St. Mary's. I've seen Colby Renner getting ready to check in, and there is just under, I think, 5 minutes in the first period of play. Looks like it was Tyler Renner checking back out. Actually, 3 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first period. St. Mary's trails 11-4. Lumberjacks are going to have the ball. Tristan Gentry Nelson's going to bring the ball down for the Lumberjacks. Going to get it over to Ross. Ross working on the right side. Now to Renner. Renner trying to look it into Nelson. Nelson going to kick it back out to Renner. Renner's going to take the three. It goes, but there's going to be a travel called on Tristan Gentry before he can get that ball out to Renner. So that's no good on the shot. St. Mary's turns it over. 3.5 to go. First period, 11-4. Wildcats with the lead. Ellenwood-Jones swings it back over to Yearout. Yearout with a little head fake. He's got Coleman Ross on him. Yearout drives. Little floater. Shot is up, and it goes right on in for Titus Yearout, who I believe has 6 points in the game. Lumberjacks with some backcourt pressure that they're facing. They get it to Nelson. Nelson's going to bring it across. Nelson works right side, kicks it out to the corner, and misses the pass a little bit to Sands. It's going to go out of bounds. Turnover on the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks a little bit out of sorts at the moment with the turnovers. Wildcats working it the other way. They lead 13-4, 9-point lead. 3-point shot away by Case Wynot. It is up and good, and if I'm correct, he has 3 3-pointers in this game already, and Lumberjacks are quickly down 16-4. It's a 12-point lead for Lapway. Long, deep three from Grayson Sands. Nothing but net. Lumberjacks answer back finally. I think there might have been an assist there. Didn't catch it. Going to get a 3-point shot the other way. That one is no good. No, it's going to fall through by Cross Taylor. Took a bounce off the rim, popped up, went in. So the Wildcats answered back with a 3, and St. Mary's with another timeout. We'll take it as well. St. Mary's trails 19-7. We'll be back.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
And we are back. St. Mary's in a pretty decent hole right now, trailing by 12, 19-7 to the Lapway Wildcats. Coleman Ross brings it down for the Lumberjacks. Looks like the basically starting five. Nice ball movement. St. Mary's finds Tristan Gentry Nelson, but he can't get the shot to go. Going to get the ball out. 3-point shot on the way. It is up and good as the Wildcats are hot from downtown. Not sure who that was on that three. It is Ellenwood Jones with that three. Going to work it down inside. Colby Renner forces a shot up from the blocks. It doesn't go. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. Titus, you're out. Drives the free throw line. Backs it back out. You're out now. Tries to drive. Kicks it out. Going to get why not for three. That one is good. And Lumberjacks just don't have an answer for the Wildcats outside shooting right now. 25-7. St. Mary's trails. A shot from the Lumberjacks. I believe it was Grayson Sands. It doesn't go from the right side or left side. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. Wildcats almost a turnover. Quick jumper from the elbow. It won't go. Rebound goes to Nelson. The miss was by Titus. Year out. St. Mary's back the other way. Nelson over to Ross. Ross working on the right side. Back up to Nelson. Nelson swings over to Sands. Sands goes all the way back to Ross. Back to the top to Nelson. Nelson's going to drive. No look pass to Tristan Hill, who is into the game for the Lumberjacks. I believe he's in there for Elliott. His shot won't go. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by the Wildcats. So St. Mary's gets the team offensive rebound. Into Renner. Renner's going to try to go up, has it stripped away from him. The Wildcats come away with the ball. Why not has it? Looks against Nelson, get it back to the top. 3-pointer on the way. That one is short. Renner with the rebound. He's going to find Tristan Hill, and Hill is able to get the easy layup for Lumberjacks. Now it's the Wildcats for a shot. They feed it down inside to Alexander Ellenwood, who puts it up and good. And I think the Lumberjacks turn the ball over. Nelson is going to come out for the Lumberjacks. I believe it's Sean Elliott checking back in. Only been, I think, one foul in the whole game so far. Shot from the corner, 3-pointer on the way. Once again, Case Wynot with the bucket from 3-point range. 5 3-pointers for the Wildcats. Coleman Ross with the ball up top. St. Mary's playing for the last shot. Lumberjacks take the long three. It's Coleman Ross sinking it from downtown. Long shot at the buzzer, just short by the Wildcats, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. St. Mary's trails by a score of 28-12. We'll be back.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With Stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks! And we are back. Lumberjacks start with possession. Going to get a steal, though, by the Wildcats as the Lumberjacks try to force it inside. It's a turnover on St. Mary's. 30. Oh, I missed the 2-pointer somewhere for
Lapway. Another three-pointer on the way. It is up and good. I'm not sure who made that for the Wildcats. St. Mary's has it. Going to get it down inside to Sean Elliott. And Sean Elliott is able to put it up and good for the Lumberjacks. And he also goes to the free throw line as he was fouled. So Sean Elliott will get the bonus shot. 72% free throw shooter for St. Mary's. Jared Badgett checks in. He makes the free throw. Lumberjacks make a substitution as they've got Jared Badgett on the floor. I think it's Grayson Sands that's out. St. Mary's, the three-point shot on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, though, for the Wildcats. Another three-pointer on the way. That one is no good. Finally, a rebound to St. Mary's. It's Coleman Ross, and Lumberjacks go the other way. St. Mary's trails 33-15. Badgett's going to drive. Shot is no good. Lots of contact, no whistle, and the Lumberjacks, or the rebound, goes to the Wildcats. Ellenwood Jones switched over to the left side, and we're going to get a turnover on the Lapway Wildcats. Coach Chase talking to one of the refs on the far side of the floor. Grayson Sands, it looks like he is in there. I don't know if he just went back in or not, but I'm trying to get a check to see who is out for the Lumberjacks. Coleman Ross, it looks like, is getting a breather. Out to Badgett. Badgett back up to Sands. Sands backs it up between the circles. Going to work his way to the left. Going to take that long three. That is short. But they're going to get an offensive foul away from the ball against St. Mary's. Wait, see who that was against when they move the camera the other direction. Still can't quite see. I'll let you know as soon as I can get that updated on the, as soon as that scoreboard comes back into view. Wildcats with the ball left side. Down to the corner. That's to Why Not. Why Not working against Nelson. Flips it back to the top to Year Out. Year Out working against Sands. Is going to get loose from him. Spin. Shot is up. Won't go. Rebound goes to Renner, and Lumberjacks will go back the other way. Sands is going to take it himself. Lots of contact. Time a whistle, and Sands will go to the free throw line. That foul going to go against Lapway. That'll send Grayson Sands to the charity stripe. Grayson's shooting 78% on the season from the free throw line. A couple of Lumberjacks getting set to come in. Looks like Coleman Ross and Tyler Renner. First free throw won't fall for him. I'm not sure how much time is on the clock. Let's go with 6 minutes. Renner and Elliott goes off. Renner and I think it was Coleman Ross coming back on, and Sands misses both free throws. Rebound goes to Lapway. 33-15 still the score. Lapway with some nice ball movement. They put it up and good. And I didn't see who made that bucket for the Wildcats. Three-point shot on the way from Nelson, it looked like. It was short. Rebound to the Wildcats. They take it the other way. Ball in the hands of Ellenwood Jones. Drives baseline, left side, spin. Shot is up, won't go. Rebound goes to Ross. St. Mary's takes it the other way quickly. Going to look into Nelson. Nelson's shot is off the glass. It won't fall, but he is fouled. And that'll send Tristan Gentry to the free throw line for the Lumberjacks to shoot two. Going to get a substitution change as it looks like Colby Renner's going to check back in. Nelson makes the first free throw. Jared Badgett comes out for the Lumberjacks. Colby Renner checks back in. Second free throw on the way. In and out on that one. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. 16-35, Lumberjacks trail. Why not? Works the free throw line, kicks the ball back out. Three-pointer on the way, wide open. And I believe that one was Titus Year out from straightaway three-point range. Going to get a shot inside from St. Mary's. It was Tyler Renner. His shot won't go. Big brother Colby Renner there, though, to get the rebound, and Colby puts it up and good for the Lumberjacks. Back to the top for the Wildcats. They work around to the corner. Back to the top of the key. Looks like it's Year out. Year out. Going to work his way. Free throw line. Steps in. Now he's going to get harassed, and there's going to be a foul called as he tries to go up. That foul is going to go against St. Mary's. It'll be the third foul against the Lumberjacks. Again, I'm not sure who the foul is on. I know St. Mary's has 3 fouls. Wildcats have the ball. Right wing. Grayson Sands all over Why Not. Pass over to the right side of the floor. Backing out near the midcourt circle. Sands comes out on him. It's a zone defense for the Lumberjacks. Now they look to the elbow. Shot. Spinning shot. It's up and good. That's another one that I can't quite tell who it was that made that shot for the Wildcats. St. Mary's working it down to the right side, left side, back to Ross. Coleman Ross triggers the three. It won't go, but he gets his own rebound. Then he drives the left side of the blocks, and he's going to draw a foul on the floor. I believe that's the 4th team foul on the Lapway Wildcats. St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Into the corner. Now up to Sands, left wing. Sands calling for Ross to come out. He drives down towards the corner now, drives baseline, gets an open look. He's going to have his shot missed, and I think it might have been partially blocked. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. They'll bring it the other way. They lead 40-18 over St. Mary's. Driving right side, shot, floater off the glass. It's good. And that far away, I can't quite see the jersey number on who made that bucket. I do apologize. Going to get a three-point shot from Grayson Sands. It is up and good from straight away. Lumberjacks battling. They are down by exactly 21 points. It's 42-21 with only 3 minutes to go in the half. Wildcats working up top, jumping up for the straightaway three. Again, I can't quite see who it is. I do apologize on that part of it. St. Mary's with a three-pointer, or a shot on the way. It's no good. Rebound went to the Wildcats. The ball, I believe, in the hands of Cross Taylor. Taylor brings it down the floor. Actually, that looks like it's Ellenwood Jones, if I get it. Maybe not. I think it is Taylor. Going to get a foul call on Coleman Ross, regardless. Once again, like I said, the jersey numbers are kind of hard to see on Lapway. Not quite as hard to see on St. Mary's, but still not easy either. 2:32 to go. We got some subs coming in for the Lumberjacks. Tyler Renner went out. I'm thinking Tristan Hill came in for the Lumberjacks. I think there was another sub that I didn't quite catch. Shot on the way. That one's no good. Rebound taken by Tristan Hill. St. Mary's with the ball. Trying to no-look it down to Renner. A little bit too high. Turnover on St. Mary's. Lumberjacks not quite used to being in this big of a deficit. 45-21 is the score. Lumberjacks trail. As the Wildcats have the ball. Down into the paint. Kick it out. Short corner, whistle, and a foul on, I believe, St. Mary's. That is the 4th foul, or 5th foul. That is against Colby Renner. I think Grayson Sands might be out. Wildcats, Case Why Not short corner shot no good. Rebound to Tristan Hill. Lumberjacks will bring it the other way with 1:57 to go, and I guess they're going to take it out of bounds is what's going to happen. Might have been a foul or something against Lapway. Yeah, I believe so. It was a foul against Case. Why not? St. Mary's brings the ball down. Kick it to the left side of the floor. Driving, shot is up. It won't fall by Nelson. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. Ball knocked out of bounds, and I believe, or lost out of bounds by Lapway. So it goes to St. Mary's. I'm going to call a turnover on Lapway. Tristan Gentry will inbound baseline for the Lumberjacks. Gets it to Renner. Renner out to Elliott. Elliott looks, trying to get it in. It's going to be taken away. The turnover on Elliott is still by the Wildcats, and I think the Wildcats turned it over going the other way. They lost the handle. So both teams turning the ball over here at the moment. Going to get it to Sands. Sands to the elbow. His shot won't go. Chasing down the rebound was Sean Elliott. And another shot was up. It was no good. The Wildcats with a shot. It was no good. They got the putback up and good. Lumberjacks again, trying to work it down. They've got to Elliott. Elliott back up to Nelson. Nelson looks to Sands. Now to the free throw line to Renner. Now they look inside to Hill. And Hill, with the assist from Renner, puts it up and good. 47-23, Lumberjacks trail at Lapway. And Lapway, I think, playing for the final shot of the first half. Just under 30 seconds. Lapway working up top. 25 seconds. 3-point shot on the way. It is good by the Wildcats. And I can't quite get a read on the jersey. So I'm not going to even credit that to anybody on my stat sheet for the Wildcats. I can't quite get it clean. The Lumberjacks, though, get a nice look inside as Tristan Hill is left all alone underneath. He puts it up and good. Gets the assist from Grayson Sands. And that's how the first half will come to an end. St. Mary's trails 25-50 at half. We'll be back.
Some people select their grocery items with an eye on every cent they spend. Some people don't. But if you don't happen to be a millionaire, you'll appreciate Archie's IGA. At Archie's IGA, prices are always lower. You might even say significantly lower. Archie's quality and selection is consistently better, and put them together and you get a greater satisfaction in meats, produce, baked goods, and all the rest. Find out for yourself the difference shopping at Archie's IGA makes. Do it today. That's Archie's IGA, your hometown proud grocer.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her home line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimneys, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. It's one of the many ways Block has your back.
It's time to reimagine the off-road experience because Yamaha has reimagined the side-by-side. Available in either 2 or 4-seat models, the Wolverine RMAX 1000 lineup features a 999cc parallel twin-engine, aggressive tires, and an automotive-style cabin. Select models include adjustable suspension, optimized power delivery, and an integrated Yamaha Adventure Pro navigation system, and much more. Find your Wolverine RMAX 1000 at St. Mary's Son Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with a Yamaha.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to safety.
And we are back. St. Mary's having a tough one here at Lapway tonight as the Lumberjacks trail by a score of 25-50 to the Lapway Wildcats at halftime. Lumberjacks not able to get any better shooting at the moment over what they really did, just barely a little bit better than what they did here against Lapway here in St. Mary's. The St. Mary's Lumberjacks shooting 37% from the field, while the Wildcats shooting quite a bit better than they did here in St. Mary's. They are at 57% from the field. Three-point shot, St. Mary's at 42%, 3 of 7. The Wildcats, though, 12 of 16 for 75%. St. Mary's only 2 of 5 from the free throw line for 40%, and Lapway is yet to go to the charity stripe. Rebounds, fairly even there, and I've been missing a few here and there just because it's a little bit more difficult to call the game the way we're doing it here tonight. Rebounds, 14 for the Lumberjacks, 16 for the Wildcats. Both teams with 4 offensive rebounds. St. Mary's with 10 defensive, the Wildcats with 12. 8 assists for Lapway, 4 assists for St. Mary's. 3 steals for Lapway, 1 steal for the Lumberjacks. I don't really have any blocked shots. There might have been a couple. St. Mary's with 8 turnovers in the first half, the Wildcats with 5. Each team with right around that 5 personal foul mark as well. 4 points off the bench for the Lumberjacks. The Wildcats, I do not have that number for you. Second chance points, neither team able to cash in on their offensive rebounds. Of course, they only had 4 apiece, but they each have 2 points. I guess they're 50% from the second chance points. So each team with 2 points off of second chance points. The Wildcats with 11 points off turnovers. St. Mary's with 4 points off of turnovers. The stats I do have individually for the Wildcats, it is not accurate, but we'll give you a little bit. Case Wynot, he did make 5 3-pointers at least in the first half, maybe more. He had 15 points that I was able to catch as being able to see jersey numbers. Titus year out, he probably has more than 9, but that is what I got him tallied up with. 6 points for Terrell Ellenwood-Jones, unofficially, of course, and Cross Taylor with 3. For the Lumberjacks, these ones are a little bit more accurate. Scoring spread out pretty decent. 6 points for Grayson Sands. Tristan Gentry Nelson with 5. 4 points for Tristan Hill. Coleman Ross has 3. Sean Elliott has 3. Colby Renner with just 2. And that's it for scoring. Lumberjacks do have 6 players with points. But they're just not quite being able to knock them down the way that they're used to. I think some of it is that they're forcing up some of their shots since they're behind. They're trying to play from a little bit further behind than they're used to playing, and actually they haven't played from behind very often this year. So that is kind of what's going on for the Lumberjacks. Rebounds-wise, 4 rebounds for Coleman Ross unofficially. Actually, total rebounds, 4 total rebounds for Coleman Ross in this one as he leads in the rebounding numbers. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the second half.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professional?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
And we are back. Lumberjacks trail 50 to 25 to the Wildcats. The Wildcats able to score 28 points in the first period, 22 points in the second. St. Mary's with 12 in the first, 13 in the second. Shooting percentage, a big thing here. Wildcat defense has been pretty good down inside. Not been able to let Lumberjacks do a whole lot, but the Wildcats have been shooting lights out. They haven't done a lot from inside necessarily, but they have made a lot of three-point shots. So St. Mary's needs to probably get a little bit more out and contest those outside shots a little bit more. But the problem is when you start to drift further out, then it opens up the inside a little bit more as well for guys that start to cut into that lane and stuff. So it's just a balancing act with the Wildcats. I said at the beginning that this game was going to be a tough one, and the Wildcats have just got into a groove as the season has gone on. They're playing some of their best ball. St. Mary's is playing good ball so far this season, but they are not being able right now to keep up with they're not able to keep up with the Wildcats. So not yet. We'll see. So a little bit of a difference in the lineup for the third period. It was Sean Elliott that started, but it is going to be Tristan Hill starting in the second half, as the Wildcats will start with possession. They have the ball, left side. They switch directions. They'll be going left to right now. Wildcats, left wing. Going to work it inside of the low post. Spin, shot is up, won't go. Tristan Hill with the rebound for the Lumberjacks. Hill gets the head to Ross. Ross is going to drive free throw line. Quick jump shot. It's up and good by Coleman Ross. And the Lumberjacks will strike first, kind of like they did in the first period. St. Mary's went up 4-0, but then the Wildcats went on a run. It's going to be a three-point shot on the way, and it is up and good. And I'm going to stop trying to keep track of their individual scores because I do not, can't really see their numbers that well. Now we've got Colby Renner trying to back his way into the paint. His shot won't go. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. Lafway brings it down the other way. That was number one. That's Ellen Woods-Jones. He has the ball. He's going to look to a cutter. That's Why Not. Why Not gets it over. Nod is up. No good. Foul call. That's going to go, I do believe. I thought it was Coleman Ross that was in there, but it may not have been. That'll send the Wildcats to the free throw line. I think it might have been Coleman Ross on that foul. We'll take a look, hopefully, when they go the other way. They don't quite pan their camera far enough to the one side to catch the
foul number on the scoreboard on the one side of the gym. Second free throw up and good. I believe that was number 34, Alexander Ellenwood, with the free throws. I can't quite see the score, but I'm going to credit that foul to Coleman Ross. I think that's who it was. Ross drives up to the free throw line. Shot won't go. It's off the glass. Good look by Ross. Just couldn't get it to fall in. Wildcats on the rebound. Kick it to the top. Ellenwood Jones for three. That one won't fall in. Rebound goes to Tristan Hill for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks the other way. They're going to try to feed it to the top. It gets loose. St. Mary's able to recover it. Now they look inside to Hill, and it's going to be Sands to Tristan Hill, and Hill puts it in. That's, I believe, 6 points for Tristan Hill. Sands all over Year out. Sands going to draw the foul. A little too much contact. Second foul on the Lumberjacks here in the second half. Thursday, we'll be back in the gym. Lumberjack JV boys hosting the Post Falls freshmen. Going to drive. Shot is up and good off the glass. I think, if I'm making guesses, that was Titus Year out. That kid is a phenomenal basketball player. Out to the corner. It's into the hands of Tristan Hill. They get it to Tristan Gentry. He kicks it out to Colby Renner. Renner for three from the corner. No good. Gentry with the rebound. The putback up and good. And the Lumberjacks get the bucket. Now we get a steal by Renner. Turnover by the Wildcats. Three-point shot on the way by Sands. It won't go. St. Mary's with the rebound. That was Tristan Gentry. His shot won't go. The rebound went to the Wildcats. The Wildcats will take it the other way. 31-57, Lumberjacks trail. Third period. Going to have a sub coming in for the Lumberjacks here shortly. It looks like it's Sean Elliott. Out to Year out. Year out's going to drive, gets past Lumberjack defense, puts it up and good. Timeout taken by St. Mary's. A couple of changes going to be coming in, I'm sure. I'll try to pay attention to that. We'll be back after this timeout.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Idaho knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Idaho needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
And we are back. I believe Sean Elliott went out. Or no, Sean Elliott came in. Colby Renner went out. Elliott gets the ball fed. Or no, that's Tristan Hill gets the ball fed into him down inside. He's going to be fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. That foul was on Case Wynot. That is his second. Tristan Hill to the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. Tristan Hill, 80% from the charity stripe on the season. Second free throw on the way. That one is going to be no good. The rebound went to Sean Elliott, I do believe. Then the ball is tied up. Possession will stay with the Lumberjacks. They'll inbound from underneath. Tristan Gentry looking to trigger it in from baseline. Goes to the corner. Now up the top to Ross. Ross looks to Gentry. Gentry's going to pull up. Shot won't go. Gentry gets his own rebound. He finds, I think that was Elliott. The Gentry shot was no good. Got his own rebound. Fed it down into Elliott. Elliott put it up and good. 59-34 Jacks trail. Wildcats with the ball. Going to get to the elbow to Ellenwood Jones. Shot is on the way. No good. From the corner, offensive rebound for the Wildcats. They'll reset. Ellenwood Jones with the ball. Around to Ellenwood. Now to Year Out. Going to get a three-pointer all the way long. It's short. Offensive rebound, though. The putback is up and good for the Wildcats. 61-34, Jacks trail. That shot, I believe, was either a shot or a long pass missed by St. Mary's. Now we're going to get a foul on Grayson Stands as the Lumberjack defense working hard. Going to get a change in on the floor as it's going to be Tristan Hill, who's playing very well. He comes out for a breather. Colby Renner checks back in. Year Out, drives left side, spins for the shot, no good. Rebound goes to Gentry. St. Mary's back to the way, going to get the shot blocked as it was Stands. Gentry tried to put up the shot. It's no good. That's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by the Lumberjacks. A lot of action there. I didn't catch quite all of that. I believe Chase Wicks is into the game for the Lumberjacks. I believe it was Tristan Gentry that checked out. Wildcats have the ball. Three-point shot on the way by Titus Year Out. It won't go. Rebound goes to Renner. Renner taking it the other way, gets it over to Nelson. Nelson down inside, drive, shot. Oh, it's going to roll in for Tristan Nelson, who's still in the game. I thought it was maybe it's Sands that went out. I'll have to keep shuffling my lineup around a little bit to see who it is. There's one of those alley-oop dunks from Titus Year Out to Case Wynot. What a move and a play there by the Wildcats. Three-point shot on the way by Tristan Nelson. It's going to airball, and the rebound obviously will go over to the Wildcats. Wildcats usually get about 4 or 5 of those a game, it seems like. So first one in this one as that alley-oop dunk. Wildcats have some exciting ball. We're going to have a blocking foul on Colby Renner. Renner, he was shuffling his feet to the left. He was not set. He was kind of thinking that he probably shouldn't have had that foul called on him, but I think it's a pretty good call as he was shuffling to the left as the offensive player tried to come around him, and now one of the officials is just explaining what he was doing. Giving him a little explanation of why they had the call on him. Coming back in is Grayson Stands. Checking out will be Coleman Ross. Give and go action there. Shot up, no good. Blocking foul again. This one is going to go against, I believe, Sean Elliott. Elliott trying to get in there to take the charge. Not going to get the call. And it'll send the Wildcats to the free throw line, I do believe. And as the camera goes a little blurry there. Now we're going to get I think that is Terrell Ellenwood Jones step into the free throw line. First free throw on the way is up and good. I think it's the first time the free throw line for the Wildcats in this game. The Lumberjacks have not committed a lot of fouls in this one. Second free throw, that one is good as well. 65-36, Lumberjacks trail. Lumberjacks battling hard, though, as the third period running low, and a three-point shot on the way by Sands is no good. And I believe that the ball is going to go over to a little bit of stoppage in action. I think the ball was out of bounds. In any case, it goes over to the Wildcats. They'll inbound. St. Mary's putting on a press in the backcourt. I think we've now got a foul against St. Mary's. I think it's Trace Wicks. That is the 7th team foul, so the Wildcats will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Wait for the camera to shift over. Coleman Ross going to check back in for the Lumberjacks here in just a moment. I think it's Grayson Sand's still there. So Coleman Ross comes in for Trace Wicks. Free throw, it's either Ellen Woods Jones or Titus Year out. He misses the front end, gets the rebound. Putback was no good. St. Mary's the other way. Sean Elliott gets his shot blocked, and the ball goes back the other way. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound to Ross. Lumberjacks now have to save it back in bounds. It's a turnover. Alley-oop try there. It's a little bit out of place, and it's batted back down, and I think it was Case Wynot, though. It was batted back down to the Wildcat player, and they're able to put it up and good. St. Mary's, either a timeout by St. Mary's or the end of the third period. In any case, we will take a break as well.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs. They quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
And we are back as the Lumberjacks trail 67-36 in the third. Coach Chase down talking to the officials. A few things he's wanting probably explained. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but wanting some explanations there. We've got a minute 39, it looks like, in the third period. Once again, we are calling this game remotely off of a YouTube feed, so that is why we are having some issues as far as seeing the Wildcat numbers on their jerseys. They have kind of lighter colored numbers, and it's a little bit tougher to see. A little bit easier to see the Lumberjacks. Got some substitutions in for St. Mary's. I believe Colby Renner went out, Tristan Hill back in. Looks like about the only change on the floor. Tristan Gentry Nelson's going to take a three. That's off the mark. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. Wildcats, though, turn the ball over as it was a steal by Grayson Sands. I think Grayson Sands put the bucket up and good. Going to get a shot back the other way by the Wildcats. It goes in. I need to try to peek at that score a little bit. I think St. Mary's scored. Then the Wildcats scored the other way. The Lumberjacks have the ball. They missed a shot. The Wildcats on the rebound. They take it the other way. Driving right side. Shot is up. Partially blocked by Tristan Hill. A rebound, but another block by Hill. Going to get it to Nelson. Nelson to Ross. Ross puts it up and good. Lumberjacks, no matter what, battling here all the way to the end. It is 40-69. Lumberjacks trail with under a half a minute to play in the third period. Wildcats slow things down for the final shot in the final frame. I believe that might be Titus Year out with the ball, but I can't tell. He's on the far side of the floor. He's got Grayson Sands out on him. He's going to look to try to get it over to Case. Why not? And they're going to throw the ball away. So turnover on the Wildcats. Some substitutions being made real quick for Lapway. Substitution for St. Mary's as well, as I think Renner came in for Hill. Sands looks to Nelson, gets it up and good. No, they're going to call, I think, an offensive foul, or do they count the bucket? Let's see. Time ran out, and I think they counted the bucket. So it's Sands to Nelson at the end of the third period. The score 42-69 in favor of the Lapway Wildcats. We'll be back.
A
afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we are back. Lumberjacks trail here going into the fourth quarter, 69-42 to the Lapwai Wildcats. Wildcats, unless the Lumberjacks can completely basically shut down the Wildcats here in the fourth period and hit every shot they take, St. Mary's might be going to fall in this one. But we'll see what happens. You just never know what can happen in a game. Lumberjacks on defense to start the fourth period. Wildcats have the ball up top. They're slowing down their offense a little bit, working an offense up top. St. Mary's playing some pretty stiff defense. 3-point shot on the way off the mark. Rebound, though, to the Wildcats. And they'll reset that offense. Titus, you're out with the ball up top. He's going to work down the right side. Shot is up and good off the glass. St. Mary's tries to stand in there take a charge. They're not going to get it. And they're going back the other way. Ross looks inside to Colby Renner. Renner couldn't quite cleanly grab that ball, so he couldn't get a good shot up. Rebound is going to go to the Wildcats. It was a good look. If he could have cleanly handled it as it came into him, he might have been able to go up and put it in fairly easily, but he had to make a second grab at it. Titus Yearout drives, kicks it back to the top, and the Wildcats have it. Ellenwood Jones to the free throw line, into the paint, spin, shot is blocked by Tyler Renner. And St. Mary's back the other way, stands with the shot. It won't go, but he's going to be fouled. While the player's still down on the other side. I think it was Ellenwood Jones. I think it looks like everybody's finally up for the Wildcats. Glad to see. And Grayson Sands went down pretty hard, but he is up, and he is at the free throw line ready to shoot his 2 free throws. Subs getting ready to come in as Wildcats looking to sub. Looks like almost their whole lineup. Sands makes the first free throw. Looks like it was Colby Renner going out. It looked like Jared Badgett coming in for St. Mary's. (71-43) Lumberjacks trail. Fourth period. Second free throw on the way. That one is good as well. St. Mary's battling. They won't quit until the final buzzer, that's for sure. And the Wildcats coming the other way. Why not? Has the ball. Back to the top now. Going to drive. I think that was Titus Yearout once again making a nifty move to the bucket, and he puts it up and good. I thought the Wildcats were shuffling out a lot of their starters, but they still have several of them in. Nice move to the bucket there by Grayson Sands. He puts that up and in, goes to the ground hard, gets back up. Quickly returns on to defense. St. Mary's working. Looks like a zone defense. Nope, a man defense possibly. Driving in is Yearout. Going to get a spinning shot, but there was a jump ball called prior to the shot. The possession will go to St. Mary's. Grayson Sands is going to get a breather. And I'm not sure who came in for him. I'll let you know in just a moment. So Sands out. Shot up by Ross. It is good. I think it was Sean Elliott. So the Wildcats the other way. 3-point shot on the way. It is up and good. Wildcats have been spot on from downtown. Can't wait to really look at the stats to see how well they've been shooting from outside. That was a 3-pointer on the way by, I think, Elliott. It was no good. St. Mary's had I think the rebound goes to the Wildcats, and it's going to be a foul on the Lumberjacks. Might have been Jared Badgett picking up that foul. And that appears to be Titus Year out to the charity stripe for the Wildcats. Wildcats looking to try to get over that 80-point mark here against Lumberjacks. Such a tough team. As the Wildcats looking to improve to 20-0 on the season. Second free throw on the way by Titus Year out. It is up and good. 78-48. St. Mary's trails by 30. Probably a running clock here now. I think that running clock starts once the lead reaches 30 points. Ross drives, trying to find some room. Can't. Kicks it back out to Tyler Renner. Now back to Ross. Ross testing that right side again. Gets it out to Elliott. And a long three from Grayson Sands. No good. And I don't have Grayson Sands in my lineup. I think. Long three on the way by Grayson Sands. It was no good. Last touched by the Wildcats. It'll be a team rebound for St. Mary's. Into Renner. Renner misplays it. Turnover on St. Mary's. Wildcats the other way. Shot no good. Going to get a foul on Tyler Renner. And that'll send, it looks like, Ellenwood Jones to the charity stripe for the Wildcats. In the Lapway, probably the best team in the state. I think in the Max Preps ranking, the only team that's above them is Lake City, which is a 5A school. And that would be an interesting game to see Lake City playing Lapway. Now there's some substitutions. I don't know who it is going in or going out because the screen got blurry on me. As we wait for that next free throw. I know I see Colby Renner in there. Second free throw on the way. It is up and good. I think we get a timeout taken by St. Mary's or just some substitutions? Just some substitutions being made. As Lumberjacks have the ball. I think Sands is, I know, go that way. St. Mary's with a bucket. I didn't see who made that one. I'll give it to Gentry Nelson. 50-80, Lumberjacks trail, and the Wildcats try the alley-oop, and they just get it to go in. They didn't get the spectacular dunk as they were trying to get that, but it still is able to get tipped in by Lapway. Over to Ross. Ross looks to the corner to Renner. Renner, nice-looking pass into Nelson. Nelson puts it up and good. And a timeout, I believe, taken by the Lumberjacks. It is 82-52, St. Mary's trails. We'll be back.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
And we are back. It is 3 minutes to go, fourth period in Lapway. Lumberjacks trail 82-52. Lumberjacks pretty close to their average scoring, but Lapway right there at their average scoring is too, as the Wildcats average 83 points per game. Lumberjacks putting on a press in the backcourt. Coleman Ross knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. St. Mary's working on some of their defense and some other things here. Wildcats do get to the cross. Driving. Shot is up. It's no good, but a big foul by Jared Badgett. That'll send, I'm pretty sure it's Titus Year out or it's Ellenwood Jones to the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. And some Lumberjacks make a whole substitutions here. Tyler Renner, Trace Wicks, and Connor Wolf on the floor for the Lumberjacks. Shot is up and good. I'm going to have to hang on. Let's try to take a peek and see what we've got going here. I think we've actually got some Wyatt Holmes out there, and that looks like it is. It's going to be Gibson. Trey Gibson, number 32, on the floor for the Lumberjacks. Wildcats have the ball back up top after a Lumberjack turnover. Driving, little no-look pass. It goes underneath. It's up and good for Lapway. Trace Wicks controls for St. Mary's. Gets over to Wyatt Holmes. Holmes over to Trey Gibson, now to Wicks. Wicks right side, drives, goes back out, gets it to Tyler Renner. His shot is off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. Tristan Hill is into the game, too. I didn't see him in there. Drive, cross-court pass, shot on the way, three-pointer. It's off the mark. Rebound to Tristan Hill. Shot on the way from St. Mary's. It is no good. Put back is no good. Renner then got a rebound, and he put it up and good. So I'm not going to get all those offensive boards for St. Mary's on that possession, but that's a bucket up and good for St. Mary's, Tyler Renner. I don't think it was Connor Wolf that I seen come in with him. It was Tristan Hill was the other one. Lumberjacks back the other way on a turnover. Get it to Trey Gibson, I believe it is. He puts it up and good. Give an assist there. I think St. Mary's had an assist on there, and that's how the game is going to come to an end. St. Mary's falls 86-56 to the Lapway Wildcats. St. Mary's will fall to 13-3 on the season, and the Wildcats improve to 20-0. And like I mentioned in the pregame, that's a Wildcat team that is getting stronger and stronger as the season goes on. I really, any team that has to take on the Wildcats, I just don't think anybody's going to have anything for them all season long. So we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll wrap things up here.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees, lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull Infused or Lotus Energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekend. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's. Looking for something different and fast for lunch? Been a long day and don't feel like cooking dinner? Pick up a hot and fresh meal from Hot Meats on the Streets, located at 29 Homer Drive in St. Mary's, next to Harvest Foods. Hot Meats on the Street specializes in hot sandwiches. Try delicious French dip or Hot Meats Reuben. If spicy is what you desire, you can test your taste buds with a Fill the Reaper sandwich with sliced beef and fire hot sauce. Hot Meats on the Streets, open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday at 29 Homer Drive, St. Mary's.
There are two ways a home handyman can save money. First, you can build it, fix it, or remodel it yourself. Second, get your supplies at 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber is the place with 50 carloads of building supplies to choose from. Plywood, paneling, molding, fixtures, roofing, block and brick, hardware, power tools and paint, and a whole lot more. If you have a project in mind, see 10th Street Lumber. You don't even have to buy anything, but when you see their savings, you will. That's 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary. Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The Securities and Advisory Services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. As winter drags on, you still need to stay warm and keep your animals fed. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's has all of those needs and more covered. You can stop by Triple X Feeds and pick up wood pellets for your pellet stove and pet food for your indoor or outdoor critters. Also, as spring grows closer, that means 4-H season. If you have a 4-H member in your household that raises turkeys or chickens, talk to Triple X Feeds about getting your 4-H project. Triple X Feed in St. Mary. And we are back once again. The Lumberjack varsity boys season, or not season, but they fall to a record of 13-3 on the season after a hard-fought battle with the Lapwai Wildcats, a very tough Lapwai team, 86-56, the final. One of the biggest deficits Lumberjacks have suffered this year, and like I said, they battled hard. They still scored around their average points, but so did Lapwai. So very impressive Lapwai team. And the Lumberjacks didn't finish up shooting too bad. Right around their average is 44% from the field, 23% from three-point range, but they did suffer a little bit at the free throw line, 5 of 9 for 55%. For the Wildcats, a very impressive 56%. And again, let me take a look at that, because last game that these two teams played, each team shot 49 shots. Unofficially, I know I missed a couple of shots for both teams, but unofficially, St. Mary's put up 54 and Lapwai 55. There's a few more for each team than that, but still fairly close. The Wildcats were 14 of 23 from three-point range for 60% outside shooting tonight. They were also 100%, 10 for 10 from the free throw line. Unofficially, again, I'm missing a few rebounds here and there for both teams, but the Wildcats I show is out-rebounding St. Mary's 29-26. 11 assists for Lapwai, 10 assists for Lumberjacks, each team with 3 steals. St. Mary's ended up with 3 blocked shots. Lapwai had a couple. I had them down for only 1, but I think they probably had close to 3 of themselves. St. Mary's did turn the ball over 11 times. Lapwai with 7 turnovers. St. Mary's committed 14 fouls, while the Wildcats had 7. St. Mary's had 13 points off the bench. I was not able to keep track of bench points for the Wildcats. Second chance points, 8 apiece. Points off turnovers. The Wildcats won that one, 13 points off turnovers. St. Mary's with 6 points off turnovers. I was having trouble seeing jersey numbers for the Wildcats in the second half, so I did not keep individual track of any of their scores. So that is that for that one. Lumberjacks end up with 2 players in double digits. I have Tristan Gentry finishing the game with 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Grayson Sands comes away with 12 points, 3 assists, and a steal. Coleman Ross, 9 points. Tristan Hill had a great night. He had 9 points to go along with 5 rebounds. Coleman Ross also had 6 rebounds. Sean Elliott had 5 points for the Lumberjacks, 2 points for Colby Renner, 2 points for, I believe that was Trey Gibson that came in at the end of the game for St. Mary's. Tyler Renner also had 2 points for the Lumberjacks. So the stat line for St. Mary's, it looks like an average game for them, but when you have a team like Lapwai that can put up big numbers and finish 86 points, then the average numbers for the Lumberjacks didn't quite cut it tonight. I said they had to have a great game and probably an above-average game for St. Mary's,
and they just could not quite have it happen. They scored double digits in every quarter, 12 points in the first, 13 in the second, 17 in the third, 14 in the fourth. And the Wildcats, though, they had a great first half with 28 in the first, 22 in the second, 19 points in the third, and then 17 points in the fourth. And it was just too much firepower for the Lumberjacks to try to shut down everybody that they had that could make buckets. Once again, though, that is not a team to be taken lightly by anybody. They have beat, everybody they've played this season, undefeated going back to February 5th of last year. 29 straight wins now for the Lapwai Wildcats. I think I'm going to call it here. I think we can be pretty certain, barring some sort of anything drastic happening, Lapwai will probably repeat as state champion. Lumberjacks, I don't think have anybody near that tough to face the rest of the season. And if Lumberjacks make that trip down to state this year, I don't think there's anybody that's quite that tough. There's some very good teams down there, but Lapwai probably, if not the best team in the state, because I've never watched Lake City play, but that would be a heck of a game, Lake City and Lapwai. In any case, St. Mary's does fall 86-56 to Lapwai Wildcats tonight. That's going to do it for us for our broadcast. Our next game for you will be on Thursday, as the JV boys are going to be hosting the Post Falls freshmen. Decided to throw in that JV game there towards this part of the end of the season. Varsity boys and JV boys will be at Orofino on Friday, and we will be hopefully getting a feed out of Orofino for that game. We will get back to you and let you all know how that is coming along for that game. And as of right now, I don't believe there's any games on Saturday for the Lumberjacks. So if that changes, we will also let you know. So that's going to do it for me. Tim Parrish here. We'll see you next time.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!